Okay, she has followed all the things we have done from the beginning, but she didn't have the chance to be part of the meetings before. Today, she's with us.
So it's good to have you with us. Welcome.
Hello. How are
Hello.
you?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you very much. I hope you're well too. And
Also,
I'm glad to see that
yeah,
you joined us today.
thank you.
I would just say that this is not a like a concluding session, and also the graduation event that we have on Wednesday is not a final event in a way that I don't expect that the project will be finalized by Wednesday. It's just the date that we picked to present the projects, but our work will continue after this Wednesday, and we will continue to work with you both, Haifa and Kosovo and in the rest of the countries in order to finalize and see where these projects will lead us. And with our faces turning to next year and see what we can do in next year in terms of collaboration between these two schools and in general in these projects. And hopefully next year it will be a little bit easier, maybe in terms of the corona and everything. I don't know. It was a hectic year.
Mhm.
So let's start. So I suggested we start with one group from Haifa and then we move on to one group from Kosovo, from Millennium School. Um, yeah, do you want to pick the group that starts first? Do you have any
Uh,
preferences or should I
uh,
ask the students?
yeah, let them choose. Which group is ready?
Students, should I choose or do you want to say
I
who?
think I think we'd love
Aya?
to be first.
Yeah, go.
Okay.
You can
Uh,
share
So
screen.
okay, here. So, hello, and my name is Inbar Weissman. I'm in 8th grade in the Hebrew Reali School in Haifa, and it's me, Surin, and Ryan. From here, we are here to present a poster about the ecological footprint of our community. So, for the past years, many human activities have affected the environment and led to what reality is today. For the past year, we learned about our impact on this planet and the destructive ways we are destroying it. And our project deals with this variety of issues and tries to change the behavior of the people around us by giving them solutions.
Our method, our first step as a group was to study our subjects, to learn about them, and understand how they influence the environment and how we can help stop their bad influence. Then we planned out our activities and we thought of creative ways to present our project and give less wasteful alternatives to different people, including our families, our neighbors, and younger students from our school. Um, then we prepared a survey to check the awareness of our environment, of our community, on the influence of daily things on the environment, as well as their habits and daily activities. Um, And soon we will start passing our activities that we've prepared and hope to change the perspective on the importance of the environment. After that, we will prepare another survey to see if we succeeded to make a change in our community.
okay, so the results we had from our short investigation were quite as we've expected. They've showed us that many people were actually aware of the environmental issues and the effects of our behavior on the environment. And despite the awareness of the people, the results were still unpleasant and disconcerting. The results of the test showed major usage in plastic, fuel, and many more environmentally concerning answers. Knowing the problem wasn't the awareness of the people, we've begun finding different solutions to the problem. For example, my project, which has to do with the minimization of our use in fuel, was a website taking advantage of the people's love for their social life to motivate them to choose walking instead of driving a vehicle. we've predicted that in a matter of time, people who we've shared our ideas with will change their habits and way of behavior, which hopefully will lead to the minimization of our community's ecological footprint.
Thank you very much. Did you finish the
Yeah.
presentation? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so it was beautiful and you speak English beautifully and fluently. But before I say my comments, I will let maybe your counterparts in Kosovo, the students in Kosovo, do you have something to say? Any comments? Are they able to respond? Can we hear them from the microphone, or it's just one camera and the microphone?
It's very beautiful, and also the presenters were excellent. So I think that they will start and change the way of taking care of the plastic. So good project and excellent presentation.
Okay, that's good comment. Okay, the teachers want to add something, maybe Yael or Fitor, do you want to add something, or Shpetim, do you have anything to say?
I don't think there's anything to add. They are just in the beginning of this project. Like they put the ideas up, and now next week or after Passover, they will start the activities, and they will see how much change can we see later. But
Okay.
I love the way they present it. Very good job.
Yes, you presented it beautifully and fluently, very coherently. And I'm glad you did practice, and it's beautiful. One thing, try to do the transferring from each other of the presentation more fluently. Don't wait for too long, and present yourself in the beginning. Okay, so when Inbar is presenting herself, Inbar, please present everybody that will participate in the presentation. Have them say a quick hello, so people won't be surprised when you pass it on to the next speaker. Okay.
All right.
And I love it that you don't read from the text. It looks good. Try to smile even if you're nervous. It always people like it better when you're smiling in front of them. Excellent job. Kol hakavod. Okay. Ryan, can you please close the screen sharing, and we will move to the group from Kosovo?
It's
Okay,
actually
just
not
1 second. Here.
Ryan, you wanted to say something?
Oh no, nothing. Never mind.
Okay. Okay. So let's move to the group from Kosovo.
Hello, do you have a view?
Yes, you can see it.
Hi, my name is Tiara Mustafa.
And my name is Mariana Kaitase.
And we will be presenting for our school.
Starting with the introduction, as we can see, Kosovo is a country in the southeastern part of Europe, and it consists a total of 10,000 kilometers squared. As a result of its lack of rainfall and relatively high above sea level, Kosovo has a amount of water under the average amount of other European countries.
Before the pandemic, our school used water bottles, water gallons to drink water. But since the beginning of the pandemic, for hygienic reasons, we used water bottles. The whole concept of our research is to compare the amount of money spent while drinking water from gallons versus the amount of money spent while drinking water from plastic bottles. By comparing bills from the purchase of water gallons and bills from the purchase of water bottles, we calculated the whole cost of the amount of water wasted by not completely consuming the water bottles. We came with the conclusion that 1 liter of bottled water costs 40 cents and 1 liter of water gallons costs 10 cents. By our calculations, we use the total of 17,400 liters of water per year. That means we spent 28,560 euros by using water bottles, and we use only 7,140 euros by using water gallons.
As for our recommendations, we recommend using water gallons and water bottles, hence the cost is much lower. Also, there is a much bigger efficiency from water gallons, hence the amount of water we need from water gallons, people tend to use it, whereas if from using water bottles, people tend to waste water. Also, using our graphic, as we can see, the bigger the grade, the bigger the amount of waste from water. And using this graphic, we can come to the conclusion that the bigger the grade doesn't mean that it's a bigger liability.
That's all, thank you.
Thank you very much. Wow, beautiful. Let's start with the students in Israel. What do you think? Do you have any questions, any comments? What did you think about it?
I think you presented very well, and we're really happy to hear about your project.
Thank you.
And do you have in your school?
I think the idea of this project and this subject is very interesting. You know, it's very important to talk about these problems.
Do you have water gallons in your school? How do you have water? They have water gallons or personal water bottles in their school. How do you get water?
Taps.
We have taps. You just
but
fill up
we
your
use
water
also
personal,
the plastic water bottles.
and you use a lot of plastic bottles. So that's something that you can take and learn from, because what they did is to calculate what will save more money. So that's interesting for you too. Thank you, students. Thank you for the students in Kosovo. The teachers, do you want to add something?
It's interesting to see the difference between the countries. I don't think anyone here thought about bringing water gallons to school. We just have taps or cooler machines. Now we can't use them to drink straight from the tap. We have to fill our bottles. But water gallons, I don't think anyone thought about that in school.
I think there is one question that needed to be asked before, one fundamental one. The water in Kosovo, are they drinkable from the tap?
Well, not in most of places.
So that's a big issue for you to start with, because, for example, for the students here in Israel, they will not necessarily understand your project fully, the importance of your project, because they drink from the tap water. So when you compare water bottles and water gallons, for them it will be like, okay, but you can just refill your water in the tap. That's what we do sometimes. So because the water in Israel are drinkable from the tap, but a lot of countries don't. And I tried to explain it, I think we had a lecture in Israel, I think to your school, yeah, and I don't know if I said it or not, that most countries today don't have drinkable water, tap water. So that's something that you should put more emphasis on to make sure that most people understand the importance of your project. Because you don't drink the tap water usually in most areas in Kosovo, right?
Yes.
So that's something to start with.
I'd like
Fitore, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I'd like to add something here. In Kosovo, it's not that water is not drinkable. You can drink from the tap, but in some parts, it's not drinkable, and especially here at school because of the reservoirs and other stuff. So for their safety, for the children's safety, we usually buy water. There are people who do not want to drink tap water, but it's not that you cannot drink. You drink it from the tap. You only have to control it continuously. For example, at my home, we drink water from the tap, and it's okay, it's safe and everything. But here at school, we either have to take these plastic bottles or from the water gallons.
Okay.
Usually in institutions, everywhere in institutions, you will find either bottles of water or gallons and cups and other stuff. But
Thank you for the
you can drink from the
clarification.
water, but it should be controlled.
Thank you for the clarification. It's important. So it's something that you should maybe start with when you present your project. Other than that, I think you presented it beautifully with fluent English, very coherent again, and very concise. I think that maybe I'd put a little bit more emphasis because we're talking about the environment here, and that's something that you talk a little bit about, the plastic. When you use big gallons, you use less plastic, right? Because you can recycle it, and you do write it in your poster. I read your poster thoroughly, and I saw that you do say, you write that it's better to use the big water gallons because they are recyclable, and the small plastic bottles are not recyclable in Kosovo, right?
Yeah.
So I'll also
we
put,
take the gallons back to the company that provides us with the water, and they refill them. I don't know how the procedure
they
is.
refill it again.
They bring the full
Full
ones,
ones.
and we take the empty ones back to them. We
So
don't
that's something, yeah. So that's another issue that I would like you to put more emphasis on, because I think that the motivation of money is just a motivation for doing something better for the environment. So the big issue, the important issue is the environment. We use less plastic, or we recycle more bottles, and it helps the environment. It reduces our ecological footprint. The motivation for doing so is by saving thousands of euros, and that's beautiful. You were able to calculate how much euros, or approximation, it doesn't matter, but how much euros you can save by actually helping the environment. And I think that's beautiful. That the thought of doing so is beautiful.
Okay, and do you recommend to add these points into this poster for the presentation on the 17th?
I say that you already put it on the poster. It already said so in the poster. I'm just saying.
During the presentation, okay.
Yes, during the presentation, just change a little bit the emphasis. It's amazing the way it is, and you did beautifully, girls. You presented very lovely. It's just a small
we can say something.
corrections. Of course, Ronnie.
Our project is also about plastic, and I think it's pretty amazing that all over the world there is this issue, and people care about it. And I think it's really important that we keep on our projects to help the environment.
Also, the design of the poster was really pretty.
Yes, it was beautiful, and your project is very interesting. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, and we will be taking the points you added.
Of course. Thank you. So thank you, girls. I will move now back to Haifa, and we have another one last project to hear from Haifa. So unless the girls from Kosovo, do you want to say something? Any last things before we move for your project? Are you done? Okay. So Ronnie and Romy. Wow, that's confusing. Ronnie and Romy are now going to present their project.
So we're 5 girls, so there's Adi and Khan too.
Okay. So hi Adi, and Talia, I see you with us. Talia, can you turn on your camera, please? And Michal, hello.
I'm here.
Let's start. Okay, בסדר.
Can you see it?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay.
Okay, so our project called Buy a Bag and Save a Friend by Ronnie Lapapot-Rom, Romy Guterman, Adi Shmueli, and Michal Kliman.
Every year, more than 500 plastic bags are used, which causes a lot of damage. On average, a plastic bag is used for only 12 minutes, and it takes up to 1,000 years for a plastic bag to disassemble.
The animals get hurt. And usually, when we see picture like this, we turn our faces away. The fact of all this being our fault doesn't even cross our mind. But it is our fault, and it's time we admit our mistakes and fix them before it will be too late. We have a solution: reusable bags. But why our bags are different?
On our bags, there will be a printed QR code that, when scanned, opens a social media account with information about burning environmental issues. When you buy a bag, you are not only contributing to the environment by using a reusable bag, you are also gaining new knowledge about the environment.
Thank you for your time, and let's go save the earth.
Beautiful. Nice, very nice presented. Ronnie, why are you shy? What happened? It's because we had some background noises?
Those I get confused with the words, so.
No, you did it beautifully. I think that the fact that you didn't read from the slideshow or from a text, even that you think that you got confused a little bit, it made it more natural and more fluent. I think it's better. But let's ask the students from Kosovo, actually, what they think.
Beautiful project. I loved your theme.
I want to ask you, what did you think about the presentation itself? Ronnie felt that she got confused and she missed the words. What do you think?
It's natural to, well, get confused because we are all human and we're students trying to make best that we can. But it was perfect. I loved how they presented. Their English is very good.
Ronnie, now are you calm? It makes you a little bit calmer?
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Okay. It's beautiful. You presented it very fluently. And again, your English is very good. So excellent work. The presentation is very concise. It's very short, and I think it's excellent. And also the parts when you move from each other, from each presenter, is fluent. So that's good that you worked on it. Don't worry about mixing between words and confusing. I'm not a native English speaker, and I guess none of us is. Maybe one of you is, I don't know. But most of us are not, and it's fine. I mean, you'll see it in the presentations on Wednesday, and it's completely fine. I mean, the fact that you speak English so well, I'm amazed, because when I was your age, I couldn't even dream of speaking English the way you do. So excellent work. And that goes the same for all of you, the students in Kosovo and the students in Israel. Your English is amazing, really amazing. So it's excellent work for your English teachers. Or TV, I don't know, whoever did it.
I'd like to add, see a video we made in cooperation with our first graders.
What did you say?
I would like to ask if you are interested to see a video we made in cooperation with our first graders of our school.
Of course. Go on, show it. Does it have sound?
Uje. Letë fillon duke mësuar se çfarë është uji. Uji është burimi I jetës në të gjithë planetin. Pa ujë, peshqit nuk do kishin ku të jetojnë, lullet nuk do kishin ushqim, kafshët dhe njerëzit nuk do kishin ujë për të pirë ose për të pastruar. Pra, uji është lënda kryesore për të jetuar. Por, ne e ndohtin shumë ujë. Fatkeqësisht, ka shumë gatës të ujit. A mund t'i numërani disa? Për shembull, mbeturinat, nafta, dhe lëndet e ndryshme djegëse, makinat dhe industritë. Depois had Jimmy panevasham I ujed, o se mos could see me tea. Bra, sit I could say ujed. Aditin Tonya Manur, sit I could say ujed. Jaten die my pack on. Ujed, munt I could say, du can dollar chasement, jat course, che line vanda. De buin durch samen te scooter. De mos goed in Bettorina, ascun per vec coșit in Bettorina ve. De mos dedem cut uite pișăm. Dani ce me sove cât o gera tărea. Adu te guide să știi peruie?
Wow, it's beautiful. Who did it?
We together as a group.
Wow, it's really impressive. And you did the art as well?
We have very talented artists in our school.
That is very impressive. I would like you to send it to me as well with your, you already sent the poster, but I want you to send also the short video, or at least a link to the video clip. We would like to add it to our website as well. Okay?
Can I please say something?
Of course, Cyril.
First of all, I really like the idea of the video. I thought it's a great idea to show little kids what water does and how it pollutes, like how things pollute water. And I really love the little drawings, and I really liked it.
Right. That is actually, yeah, I agree. It's a very good
Can
idea.
I also edit something?
Can, Inbal?
I also think that this video was very creative. I'm really impressed from that. I think it was animation or it was painting. I'm not sure.
That's a good question. Girls, can you say, was it a hand drawn? You draw it by hand, or was it animated with a computer?
I think it was animated.
Or we can call our Dita, the students who mostly deal with this video, and she can answer you. Can you go on Dita? Dita in class and on. And if I can, I will add something. We know that we have this short time to present our work, but in our school we are preparing something much bigger for the 22nd of March. That is the Earth Day. We plan as a group with 26 students. We plan to do something to do some lessons, or how to say, for lower graders, for students from first grade and second grade and third grade, and we will present these videos and this work to them to tell them the importance of water and how they can save water and how they can save using of plastics and how can they reuse plastics and everything. But we know that we have these 2 minutes to present our work, so we just showed the posters, because we have some other videos and posters that our students from the group prepared.
So I would say that in our website, the graduation event website, each school will have a link for both for a short video clip and for a poster presentation or a slideshow presentation. So please send us both, and we will make sure that we upload it to your link. And under the title of your school, you will have both this short video clip and the poster. And although they're not necessarily connected exactly, although they do in a way, I think they're both beautiful, and I really want them to be under the link of your school. So send me the short video clip as well. I would like to add it to the website, if that's okay by you, of course.
Yeah, we will send all the words that students did. And the boys went to call Dita, the student that makes this video, but I don't know if you have...
That's okay. It's fine. He did a very good work anyway, whether if by painting by hand or animations, he did a very good work.
These 26 students, we separated in small groups, and every group worked in some smaller projects for for the presentations. That's why we called only the poster group today to present, and we don't have Dita here. But
that's okay.
I think for 5 minutes she will be here because she's working in the art.
It's not a big issue. You can email us the answer later. I think we've finished presenting both countries finished presenting the projects. We had 2 projects from Israel and we had 1 beautiful project from Kosovo. And I think we're getting to the end of this meeting. So I would just like to say that I really enjoyed it. It was fascinating for me, and I think it was one of the meetings where all the projects were in very high level and they were done very professionally and they were presented very professionally, and you did excellent work. I don't know how much practice you had to go through, but obviously you did excellent work. And I'm sure you'll have a very nice experience in the graduation event to present it. Don't forget to smile because you did excellent work and you deserve to smile and to enjoy the process because what you did is very good. And I can't wait. I look forward for the continuance of this collaboration between these 2 schools because I think that it will be interesting for both schools to cooperate on the projects. For example, to Reali School in Haifa to think of a way to continue the project from Kosovo and how to implement it in your school, maybe calculate your usage of water. And also for you guys, whether if it's by activities, giving people alternatives or running surveys of the awareness to ecological footprints in Kosovo, or continuing the project of the reusable bag from the other team. So that's something that I would really like to see collaboration on for after the graduation event, but we will maybe we'll schedule another meeting in a few weeks' time after the graduation event and see where this leads us. Any last words from the students or teachers?
I really enjoy see the students talk freely and feel secure in their English, both sides. It's really nice to see you talk like that. Yes. It feels like you know what you're talking about. So it's a good sign.
Right.
Dita came, so you can...
Oh, hello. Yes. So please tell us your secret.
Well, I use an application called Flipperclip, and for the subtitles I use Watermod. What else do you want to know?
I think the students in Israel wanted to know if you draw the paintings by hand or was it animations, and you said you used animations from an application called Paperclip.
Flipperclip.
Paperclip. So girls, if you would like to do something like that, Paperclip is your tool. Thank you for the explanation. It was beautiful. You did a very good job there. The students in Israel, what do you have to say? How was it for you? Was it interesting? What did you learn? Did you learn anything new? Did you know about something about Kosovo before you met the students here, before this meeting?
I know that this is a country, I think in Europe, and that's all.
That's all you knew? Okay.
Yeah, I checked it up a bit. I was quite curious, so
Sirin, okay.
I figured out where it was, like where it's located, and yeah, it's a really nice place from the photos I've seen.
Nice. And the students in Kosovo, did you learn something new about Israel?
Well, we knew where Israel is located. I had family members that went visited there. I hadn't had a chance to go by myself, but hopefully in the near future, I will have a chance to visit Israel.
You're more than welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, with that being said, I'm really happy we had this meeting and I hope you enjoyed it. And I look forward to see you all in the graduation event. Goodbye, everybody.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye, thank you.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.